Hello everyone and welcome to my match in the Dreissen in space in the new stage again. I've already posted 2 or 3 matches of me playing in this new stage. The Dreissen, I used to not like its design until I saw Unicorn. Why? Because there are some distinct differences in the way the Dreissen is drawn and how it looks. There are slight differences, but that made but for me that was a pretty big difference with how much I like them. And actually the Dreissen, while it's in the colors of the one in Double Zeta, its model is based on the one from Unicorn, because it has because the cables of the Dreissen, the power cables, are actually outside of its armor, and the Unicorn version has the power cables inside of the armor. Either way, I don't play the Dreissen very aggressively in this match because, well, I'm not used to playing this suit, I guess. I'm not sure what my mindset was at the time. I was a bit too careful, most likely, and I mostly rely on using the bazooka, the tri-blades, and the mega particle cannons. And we don't have a raid, so if I was a bit more aggressive, I could have probably been a really good substitute raid to fight against the Yakushiki Kai full armor, if I'm not reckless, obviously. And for some reason I'm taking my distance instead of charging in against the Yakushiki Kai but full armor, but he was destroyed anyway, so it doesn't matter. And here I get hit by support fire, which I don't know. I didn't read it somewhere that the enemies were firing that, and so I'm at 4k health left. And here I do another stupid thing where instead of going for the melee, I opt to keep using the ranged weapons. While I could have easily gone in there and destroyed that Cubile, and now I'm going to get destroyed by the enemy, which I don't know what it is, and I did not show it because I cut it off. Either way, yeah, I do really like using the tri-blades in space. They are really good in space, or at least it feels like it. It feels like they're much better in space because you have so much more ways of using them and moving them. But they're still really good on the ground as well. Again, I am not going in and doing aggressive things like I should as a Dreissen, as a melee suit. Instead, I keep using as I said before, the Zook, the mega particle cannons, and the tri-blades, instead of going for bazooka stun, tri-blades, and then charge right in while doing that. It's not like I never played any melee suits, but for some reason I didn't really, my mind wasn't really in. I was playing it way too carefully, I'm going to assume. Mostly because this is a space raiding match, and Operation Star 1 has been a pain, and it has been suffering for everyone who's trying to get the free suits. Either way, I noticed that the enemy is firing their support fire or using a support fire, I immediately go away from the base, and what I see, the base gets attacked by support fire, one of our allies gets destroyed, and so I returned once the support fire was done. I'm going to let my suit be repaired by the base, and I'm going to repair the suit of my ally, which is the Zaku 1. And well, yeah, it isn't a very eventful match, but we're winning at least, so that's a good thing. Weirdly enough, I do decent damage overall. If you look at the end of the match, I'm close to the top damage of the top damage one of the enemies does, or well, what the top damage of the opposing team, which by the way is done by the full armor Yakushiki Kai. He gets top damage, and I'm weirdly enough pretty close to his damage, even though I'm not using the Dreissen as intended. It's just really weird. Well, we are pretty much 1 minute away from the match ending. By the way, the Faz, our ally Faz is doing really well in this match. You see those blue beams all the time. He's really keeping the enemy support busy, which gives us breathing room. So thank you for that, number one, Esteban game. Thank you for your assistance and your good work as a support. Meanwhile, by the way, me and my allies have isolated this Totus Ritter. I keep stunning it. It goes into Hades, and it gives me the perfect opportunity. I guess his invincibility frames right. And well, here comes the Cubile, who tries to charge me, which is really stupid as a raid. Why as a raid would you charge in straight towards a Dreissen? And then he gives up, and that's the end of the match. Either way, let's see the score. As you see, our Faz did really well, and well, our Cubile had most of the versions. Okay, 77k damage, 2 kills, 1 dead, and pretty decent. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.